Hi, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday's writing. All right. What you need in front of you is your 2017 New York State ELA packet opened up to the third story. Excerpt from It's Our World 2 by Philip Hoos. You will also need question 39 for classwork and the planning page for the essay, question 40. You are not doing the essay today. I will repeat, you are not doing the essay today. What we are doing today is we're going to read through the story, annotate our text, underlining, circling, taking notes. You're going to answer question 39, and you are going to do your planning page for your essay for homework. That's it. We will write the essay together next week. So open up to your story. Get out your little marker. I'm going to take my marker out here. I'm feeling kind of purpley today. And I'm going to get ready to mark up and annotate my text. Ready? Here we go. Directions. Read the article, then answer questions 39 and 40. Excerpt from It's Our World. Oh, wait! I almost forgot. I forgot to do my favorite thing to do, which is pre-read the question. Silly, silly me. All right, so scroll down real fast. My computer is fighting with me today. Okay, here we go. Question 39. In paragraph 2 of Excerpt from It's Our World 2, what made the bike seem perfect to Justin? Use 2 details. Okay, that seems pretty easy enough. Here we go. Excerpt from It's Our World 2. Something about the battered old bicycle at the garage sale caught 10-year-old Justin LeBeau's eye. What a wreck! It was like looking at a few big bones in the dust and trying to figure out what kind of dinosaur they had once belonged to. It was a BMX bike with a 20-inch frame. I don't really know what that means, but it sounds kind of important, so I'm going to go ahead and underline it. I'm also going to underline that he found this old bicycle at a garage sale. I think that's important to know. Its original color was buried beneath 5 or 6 coat of gunky paint. Now it showed up as sort of a rusted red. Everything, the grips, the pedals, the brakes, the seat, the spokes, were bent, were broken, twisted, and rusted. All right, grips, you grip things with your hands, so that probably means like the hand part of the bike. I know what the pedals are. I know what a brake is. I know what a seat is. But I'm not totally sure about the word spokes. But that's okay because based on my context clues, I don't really need to know what spokes means. I just know that it's part of the bike. And that it's bent, broken, twisted, or rusted. Justin stood back, as if he were inspecting a painting for sale at an auction. Then he made his final judgment. Perfect. Justin talked the owner down to $6.50 and asked his mother, Diane, to help him load the bike into the back of their car. I'm going to underline that he paid $6.50 for the bike. When he got it home, he wheeled the junker into the garage and showed it proudly to his father. Will you help me fix it up? He asked. Justin's hobby was bike racing, a passion the two of them shared. Oh, that's good to know about Justin, that his hobby is bike racing. And he shares this passion for bike racing with his father. Their garage barely had room for the car anymore. It was more like a bike shop. Tires and frames hung from the hooks on the ceiling, and bike wrenches dangled from the wall. Oh, so their garage is more like a bike shop. After every race, Justin and his father would adjust the brakes and realign the wheels of his two racing bikes. That's important because they do it after every race. Underlining the wheels of his two racing bikes. Okay, this was a lot of work since Justin raced flat out, challenging every gear and part to perform to its fullest. He had learned to handle almost every repair his father could, and maybe even a few things he couldn't. When Justin got really stuck, he went to see Mel, the owner of the best bike shop in town. Okay, so Justin and his dad sound like they're really, really good at what they do. But when there's a moment and you need even more help, he goes to Mel. And I'm just going to underline who Mel is because he might be important. Mel let him hang out and watch, and he even grunted a few syllables of advice from between the spokes of a wheel now and then. Oh, look at that, spokes. Now I know that they're part of a wheel. We had spokes up here. Good to know. I'll circle it, even though I now understand it. It's a little bit of clarification for me. Paragraph 6. Now, Justin and his father cleared out a workspace in the garage and put the old junker up on a rack. They poured alcohol on the frame and rubbed until the old paint began to yield, layer by layer. Yield. Well, I do know that they're putting something on the frame of the bike, that they're rubbing off the old paint until it began to yield. So yield must be to give in. So the paint is finally giving in and coming off of this old bike. They replaced the broken pedal, tightened down a new seat, restored the grips. Okay, so they're fixing up this old bike. I'm going to underline this, that they scraped the paint off, they replaced the broken pedal, tightened it, and restored the grips. In about a week, it looked brand new. Scrolling to paragraph 7. Justin wheeled it out of the garage, leapt aboard, and started off around the block. He stood up and mashed down on the pedals, straining for speed. It was a good, steady ride, but not much of a thrill compared to his racers. Soon he forgot about the bike. But the very next week, he bought another junker at a yard sale and fixed it up too. After a while, it bothered him that he wasn't really using either bike. Then he realized that what he loved about the old bikes wasn't riding them. It was the challenge of making something new and useful out of something old and broken. Oh, we just got a lot of information here. Okay, so I want to go back. I want to underline that he liked being on the bike. It was a good and steady ride. But he wasn't getting much thrill out of that bike as compared to when he does his bike racing. I want to underline that soon he forgot about the old bike. That he bought another one a week later. The very next week, he bought another junker at a yard sale and fixed that up too. And I really want to underline this because this seems really important. I'm even going to put a star next to it. That he realized that what he loved about old bikes wasn't riding them. It was the challenge of making something new and useful out of something old and broken. This seems really, really important. I know it looks like I underlined the whole paragraph. If you look like you're looking, sorry, if it looks like you're underlining an entire paragraph, put a star next to it. It's probably important. Justin wondered what he should do with them. Okay, so now he knows he likes fixing up old bikes. So now he has to figure out what he should do with them. Paragraph 9. They were just taking up space in the garage. He remembered that when he was younger, he used to live near a large brick building called the Kilburchin Home for Boys. It was a place for boys whose parents couldn't care for them for one reason or another. He found Kilburchin in the phone book and called the director, who said the boys would be thrilled to get 2 bicycles. Oh, so it sounds like Justin is looking to donate the bikes to make these boys who don't have much happy. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to underline the Kilburchin Home for Boys, and that Justin called the director, who said the boys in the home would be thrilled to get 2 bicycles. The next day, when Justin and his mother unloaded the bikes at the home, 2 boys raced out to greet them. They leapt aboard the bikes and started tooling around the semicircular driveway, doing wheelies and pirouettes, laughing and shouting. The Lebos watched them for a while, then started to climb into their car to go home. The boys cried after them, "Wait a minute! You forgot your bikes!" Justin explained that the bikes were for them to keep. They were so happy, Justin remembers. It was like they couldn't believe it. It made me feel good just to see them happy. Wow, this is really nice. So, Justin explains that the bikes were for them to keep. They were so happy, Justin remembers. It was like they couldn't believe it. It made me feel good just to see them happy. Have any of you ever done anything selfless, kind of like Justin, where you give something that doesn't mean much to you to somebody else, but that somebody else who receives it is just over the moon happy? It's a really, really wonderful feeling inside your heart. I hope you all get to experience something like that. It really makes you feel good. On the way home, Justin was silent. His mother assumed he was lost in a feeling of satisfaction. But he was thinking about what would happen once those bikes got wheeled inside and everyone saw them. How would all those kids decide who got the bikes? 2 bikes could cause more trouble than they would solve. Actually, they hadn't been that hard to build. It was fun. Maybe he could do more. So Justin is starting to think, if there's many boys in that home, how would they decide who gets the bikes? That 2 bikes could cause a big problem amongst, let's say, 10 or 12 boys. And he's thinking, maybe he could do more. Paragraph 13. Mom, Justin said as they turned onto their street, I've got an idea. I'm going to make a bike for every boy at Kilburchin for Christmas. Diane Lebo looked at Justin out of the corner of her eye. She had rarely seen him so determined. Wow, Justin is determined to make a bike for every single boy at Kilburchin. She had rarely seen him so determined. All right, let's see what happens. Scrolling to paragraph 14. When they got home, Justin called Kilberchin to find out how many boys lived there. There were 21. It was already June, so he had 6 months to make 19 bikes. It's a lot, but I think Justin seems really determined. He might be able to do it. That was almost a bike a week. Justin called the home back to tell them of his plan. I could tell they didn't think I could do it. Justin remembers. I knew I could. What a great story. Okay, so what I want you guys to work on now. If you have the document, if not, you could type it out into a piece of paper or write it on a piece of loose leaf and send it back to me. You're going to answer question 39. In paragraph 2 of excerpt from It's Our World 2, what made the bike seem so perfect to Justin? Be sure to use 2 details from the article to support your response. So remember, when you're doing a short answer, you're going to R for restate, A for answer, prove it once, and prove it twice. Because look, they want 2 details from the article to support your response. A nice, well thought out and constructed 4th grade answer, restating their question, give them back their words. Answer it, prove it once, prove it twice. This is your classwork for today. Complete the answer and either email it or take a picture back to me. And then today for homework, you are going to complete your planning page. You are not going to write your essay. Your planning page is due when we start writing next week. So on Monday, you have to have your planning page ready. If you send it to me earlier, I can help give you tips and pointers, but by Monday, you have to have a completed planning page because on Monday, we're going to talk about it. You know what? Yeah, okay. Because Monday, we're going to talk about it and we're going to begin to construct our essay response. Do not write your essay. Do not, do not, do not write your essay. You are only doing your planning page and answering question 39. I'll see you guys tonight on Zoom at 6 o'clock. Have a great, great Wednesday. Bye, guys.